Got those here. All right. Hi, Caress. Hi, Crystal. Hey, Freddie. Hi, Janine. Good morning, Suzette. Oh, all right. Hello, Poems by Sweet Death. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Susan. Good morning, Michelle. Hi, Christine. All right, so I'm on my bullshit again. So here comes my second cup of coffee. Good luck to you all. I don't know. I'm really into caffeine right now. Hi, Erin. Do you hear that? Little drip. Good morning, Becky. Yeah, the second cup. It made me so hyper last time, but that was okay. Good morning, Melissa. Okay, but here's the thing I did today that I didn't do that day. This is half calf. I forgot that. It's a half calf for my second cup. So I feel like that's so smart of me. Okay. I'm gonna have a handful of snacks. Okay. So we'll be fine. Good morning, Cindy. Hi, Janelle. That's right. It's finally Scorpio season. We are, what day is it? 23rd. Rolling up on that full moon, lunar eclipse, I believe. Let's see here. It's the 28th. Good morning. Why do I strongly dislike people this weekend? I mean, take a choice, take your pick. There's so many reasons. But I'm sorry, being had a rough weekend. This weekend was kind of brutal for me too. I'm gonna finish making this coffee and then we'll do an energy check. Oh, wait, where's my YouTube? Okay, there we go. It's taking longer to make itself because it was pre-ground. Hi Roz. So, okay, let's check in. Carrie is over people because they're peoply. I really feel that. I mean, if there was a Scorpio vibe, that would be the one. It's like, no, thank you. But how's your energy? We'll check in. We'll talk about Scorpio stuff, eclipse stuff, and then get to the cards. So one to 10. How is your energy today? With the deal. 1 being like not great, and 10 being like super amazing. Where are we at? My guess is that it's going to be another mixed bag, but what do I know? Carrie, you're always welcome to drop into a workshop. Just one off. You know that, right? I told you that. All right. Janelle's energy is too irritable to stand. Oh my God. We have 7, we have 6, we have 7, we have 7 as long as I stay away from people. We've got a 9. Amazing. Oh my God. Okay. You felt more connected and empowered, but more lonely too. I feel that. And so tired. Bye, Michelle. Ah, part-time gig on Wednesday nights. I gotcha. Carrie says, "Oh, hey, Janelle. Same, same, and same." 5, but it's 6 a.m. Yeah, it's early over there. Melissa's a 7. Hi, Julie. Okay, also on this morning's agenda, I'm gonna tell you this so that you don't let me forget. It's Scorpio season, so Kali card, right? All right. Here's the thing about Scorpio season that I think is interesting. Um, it always starts in the middle of eclipse season, right? And Scorpio is the death and rebirth vibes of the zodiac. It's kind of like we're going to take you down, down, down into like the deepest, darkest, murkiest waters, and you are going to choke and die. And then you're going to realize that you can also rebirth yourself and swim back out. And then we're in Sagittarius season, right? So it's really intense and not like, it's not necessarily like, rainbows and kittens at all. In fact, it's like anti rainbows and kittens, but serves a really important purpose. And, you know, I don't know. I feel like Scorpios are a vibe that really enjoy the darkness, finds the beauty in the darkness. Do we have any October Scorpios here? I'm a November Scorpio, you know, so it's a little different. But I often refer to it as, even though it's a water sign, it's like the fire water, right? There's a great meme that basically shows like waves on fire, and that feels appropriate to Scorpio energy. So it is definitely connected to, water your emotions, but it's very it's a very fiery type of water, if that makes sense. Burn everything down kind of water. So it'll be interesting to see this time around, since this eclipse season has been for real, right? It's been kind of hard to navigate, right? But at the same time, you don't really need to navigate. It's kind of forcing you to be in your feelings. Are you guys feeling that too? Where it's like you almost wish you did have something to do, because then it would distract you from all the biggest fucking feelings that you're having that you really are not in the mood for. Like, I'd rather have a task, even if it's, a boring task or like an annoying task. Like, I'd rather not do this. That's how I feel. And I'm always over here like, "Feel your feelings." Like, I don't really wanna feel them anymore. Do you know how much I have cried this weekend? Like, I am just crying all the time, and then I'm not, and then I am, and then I'm not. I mean, I was crying this morning, and it's very easy to feel, like, completely overwhelmed with the energy around you, so and we knew that too, right? But life be life, and sometimes you have to be out amongst the peoples, and then you're just like, "Ah, that's too much." Scorpios are like monsoons or hurricanes, tearing shit down to be rebuilt. Exactly. So sexy. Sarah says, "I'm so done with feeling all the things right now." Yeah, me too. I'm really with you. Like, I'm usually not with you on that. I'm like, no, no, we're gonna feel things, but I am good. Like, I feel like I did it already. I felt all the fucking feelings. All right. So now that we've established our vibe for Scorpio season. Oh, yeah. The thing I still feel though, that we've definitely been talking about, is this is all making way for some really big energy to come through. And you know what? If it doesn't, we're going to have to speak to a manager. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and give you 3 things, and we'll get to our coffee and magic stuff. If you're new, welcome. Welcome to this. We do this every Monday and Friday morning. Mondays at 9, Fridays at 10. This will be kind of like your last reminder that if you want to get on the wait list for the Normalized Magic Workshop, which meets every Wednesday night and is literally the best, now's the time to do that because I will be re-registering members who are continuing at the end of this week and then opening it up to people on the wait list. So if that is of interest to you, it's kind of like, I would say it is like Coffee and Magic, but we're in a smaller container and it's so much more intimate and we go a lot deeper. So if that feels like a vibe you might be interested in, send me a DM. You can also email me hello@sarahmala.com and I can tell you more about it, answer your questions, and get you on the wait list. Also, side note, if you are interested in doing one-on-one coaching with me, I have 2 spots available right now as we move into this next season. Um, I have a Thursday evening bi-weekly, so every other week, and I have a Monday morning. So if you are interested in working together in a one-on-one coaching container, you can let me know. Okay, I'll send an email out at some point. I'm a little backlogged with my email stuff. All right, let me give you the 3 things. I'm going to give you 3 waters this morning in honor of Scorpio season. We're going to go with ocean, obviously. So ocean, babbling brook, and a river. Ocean, babbling brook, and river. So choose whichever water feature is feeling like your thing this morning. Ocean, babbling brook, or river. And we will get to these messages. You know, this half calf is like, it ain't it. Oh, we're going all 3 today, huh? All right. Carrie, I miss you. Hi, Joanna. Okay, ocean, babbling brook, or river. Oh. And then don't let me forget, we're also pulling a Kali card at the end. Let me turn these off. All right, here we go. Okay, tell me when you're ready. This is going to be ocean. Susan. Ocean, babbling brook, river. Ocean, babbling brook, river. All right. Did you get that, Claudia? Ocean, babbling brook, and river. Here we go. So this is ocean. You have partnership, frog, focus. Okay. Partnership, frog, and focus. This is your ocean pull. Sorry, my bangs are driving me crazy. I don't like them right now. Frog, partnership, and focus. So, all right, ocean, my ocean friends. So the frog is all about clearing out old crap. We know this, it happens a lot, right? But we actually haven't had the frog in a minute, I don't think. It's been at least a few weeks since the frog popped up. But here is the thing. You can't just clean out your emotional closet once and just say, great, I did it. Because just like in life, things get messy. Think over and over and over again. And it's kind of getting in the habit of making sure that you are clearing out things every so often. And you might need to do it more often right now because things are moving so fast as you're processing through a lot of old energies and stuff, right? And even removing old programs from your brain, like you have to remove the junk from that, right? So the frog is here to remind you of that. And it might even feel good for you to connect the inner clearing with an outer clearing, right? Typically that happens for me too. Like I'll be just like in my house, like, okay, we got to purge some of this stuff, right? Like maybe that's you too. Maybe it's time to create a different vibe in a certain room of your house or, whatever. Um, but it's really asking you to allow the old energy to like really be gone so you can start to create a different vibration, different atmosphere for both your energy, your body, like in your living space, like all of that. It's asking you to like remember to do that again. Because if you did it a few months ago, you're going to need to do it again because it's all piled up again. You see what I'm saying? So we've got the frog, and then we've got focus and partnership. Partnership is a really interesting energy for my ocean friends because previously partnership meant something different to you. And so it's an unsteady energy right now that has you seeking partnership because, on the one hand, you're a little bit afraid that your muscle memory of your lived experiences will pull you back into the same type of relationships that you've always had. And that is a valid fear and a healthy fear to have because it it can happen, right? It was probably happened to you plenty of times. The difference here is your focus now because before, when looking at these partnerships, your focus was very external, right? So you were looking, let's just list them all. You're looking for validation from outside of yourself. You're looking for that dopamine hit to make you feel like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is right. I'm good. Everything's fine. Just constantly, like, like a heat seeking missile looking for others to say it's okay to be you, right? But never looking at you and saying, do I think it's okay to be me? The difference is your focus. If you're here now, if we're constantly checking in here and saying, well, does this feel like it's right for me? Like, do I approve of what I'm doing? Do I approve of the person that I am, how I'm thinking, how I do things? It's going to be a lot easier to not find yourself in those old patterns, right? Because it's a completely different direction. You're not seeking outwards, you're seeking inwards. And what happens, allegedly, so I hear, is that when you do that, you tend to attract others who are also doing that, right? And if you're sitting here looking at me and I'm looking back at you, and we're both like, is that right? Um, why don't we just like find out this time instead of pontificating about it? You know what I'm saying? So that is your ocean for this morning. The next one is going to be Babbling Brook. Did that hit for you? So if you're just joining us, your choices are Ocean, Babbling Brook, and River. We just did Ocean. You can always catch the recording once I'm finished. It'll be on my Instagram and on my YouTube. TikTok doesn't save lives, but you know what I'm saying. The live videos. Carrie says, not sure I came here to be called out by the ocean. I think that's exactly why you came here. All right. Babbling Brook time. Boundaries do save lives, Janelle. I really do need that on a t-shirt. It kind of does though, right, Chris? I feel like a lot of you have found me because of TikTok, right? That's what I think. So TikTok does not push my videos out like it used to in 2021. It was 2021. The algorithm was like, go have it, get out there. Does not do that anymore. But I'm grateful that it did it once. I'm glad it continues to slowly do it. Okay, I just took a snack break. I don't know. I'm hungry this morning. Good. Okay. Tell me when you're ready, because I have Babbling Brook here in front of me. I love it, Christine. I pulled you in. All right, here we go. Babbling Brook. Protection, which is also the card we've renamed Boundaries. Letting go. Womp womp. Heard that before. And the deer, also often present. All right. This is actually a little more specific than you might think it is. So here we go. Protection, letting go, and the deer. Babbling Brook. So this is okay. Here's the situation. You need to let go, but it's interesting because it's almost like you need to let go carefully. It's like you're letting go of something that has the ability to easily sting you. Okay. So you're releasing it back into the wild so it can go live free. But if you don't do it carefully, you could really get stung in the process. And the the fact of that has kept you from like actually releasing this thing back into its natural habitat or whatever because you're just like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. It's not like it, I mean, that makes it sound like a little bit more scary than it actually is, like as far as like getting like stung, but like I said what I said. So the reason that you are, however, in such peril of being stung in the process of releasing is because you have not, like, ever established appropriate boundaries with this person or situation. Okay? Just leave it at that. Not once have you done it. So you might think, oh no, what do I do then? Just like hope I don't get hurt by this? No, do the boundaries now. Like it's never too late to have boundaries. Like, do you know what they are? Like, do you know what a boundary is? Because maybe you don't know what a boundary is. Now we're changing our idea of what a boundary is because we would like to move from defensive boundaries to proactive boundaries. But this might be a moment where you need to do defensive boundaries because it's really gotten a little out of fucking hand, right? So a defensive boundary is in response to the issue. Like, wow, that keeps smacking me in the face. I'm going to have to close the door so it can't hit my face anymore. Like that kind of thing. Defensive boundary. And then you can move into offensive boundaries, which is just protecting the space you've already created, protecting the energy that you already like that's present in your life, right? And remember that boundaries can change all the time. You can update them and they should be spoken, right? They shouldn't be secrets just for yourself. That's not helpful. Like it's a little helpful, I guess, but it's like it could be so much more helpful if you just like say them, right? And the more you say them, the more you have the ability to remember that you have them, right? So it's not about going around all the time being like, hey, so listen, here's my boundary. Don't you do this, don't you do that. That's actually not boundaries. Okay, that's a whole other issue right there. So if that's what you're thinking of when you think of boundaries, like let me set some rules for your behavior, that's different. Setting rules for other people's behavior is, again, that's a whole separate issue that actually has nothing to do with healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries are for yourself, right? You say, okay, this is how I want to be treated. What is the consequences if this person does not treat me this way? Do I have a conversation with him? Do I walk away? Do I issue a warning that, like, you're treading on thin ice with me? I don't like the way this has happened. Can we discuss it? Like, what is the consequence of someone crossing the boundary that you have established, right? It's not their responsibility to deal out their own consequences of crossing your boundary. That's your responsibility. So if you've set the boundary for yourself and somebody's stepping all over it and you don't say anything, that is a you problem too. Okay. But okay, let me just like dial back into this actual situation. Right now, you have to kind of make a decision. It's kind of like, do you want, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to go for another round of whatever this is? Do you feel like you are not complete? Like you want to learn more on this particular growth spiral or this relationship or this situation? Do you feel like that's what you want? You need to decide that now because it's going to dictate how the rest of this year goes, right? It's going to dictate the choices. Because if you are not done, just need to say that. And there's no shame in that. If you feel like you need another round, go have it. But if you are being literally propelled in a different direction, maybe it's time to listen and try some new things. Okay. So, Babbling Brook. Good morning. Annoyingly loud babbling brook. Yeah, it's not just like nice background ambient noise, right? It's more like a whitewater rapids. Woo. All right, well the next one is a river. So let's see what what the river has to say this morning. Oh, guys. All right. It's river. Tell me when you're ready. Hey, Brittany. How's that baby? All right. River. Lady of the lake. Earth fairy. Swan. Right? What a vibe. Not a new vibe though. This has been coming up. Oh my gosh, she's a year old already? Brittany. That's crazy. Didn't you guys hear that? Brittany's baby is already a year old. Whew. That's freaking bananas. Okay. So Lady of the Lake, Earth Fairy, and the Swan. River. We've been going through it. You know, we here all day dropping massive insight for you, but you've really been going through a big transformation though, honestly. Like all jokes aside, it's been very, very big for you. It's been a lot of breaking down and building up, breaking down again, building up, breaking down again, building. It's like you just are you have been in this blender almost of just not really having a minute to even integrate the changes that have happened to you, right? Like you can't, it's like you can't even just have a minute to just say like, "Ooh, I feel that this has changed for me," because then it's like, "Whoa, there's another one." It's been really relentless. Okay, it's about to change now. Scorpio season is ushering in a new beginning of understanding yourself, and it's going to actually. This sounds crazy, but I'm just going to say it. We'll see if it's true. Um, you're going to have a minute to actually sit with those changes because you need to. And you were always going to get it. But there was so much that needed to be done. And a lot of these things that needed to be done hinged upon a free will moment from you that you took a really long time to get to. And I say this with love because I am the same. But it took you a long time to like have that free will moment of finally saying, I'm gonna pull this lever. The lever's been in front of your face for a long time, and you've probably had readings about it, pulled cards about it, and then decided that that wasn't the message that it was, and all of those things that we do when we're just too chicken shit to do it. But you pulled the lever, and finally, you were able to activate that launch sequence. And because you waited so long, right? There's so much that needed to happen. And, you know, sorry, you wait till the last minute. It only takes a minute, but it is very violent. And it's okay. That's just the way you like to do things. Whatever, right? Other people like to like take things a little slower. Not you. Slow is boring, right? So just oh my god. Sorry. Anyway, slow is boring is what I was saying. And that is okay. So now a moment is coming for you that will allow you to actually feel what it's like to be yourself now, who that is, what it is. You are going to be able to integrate all of the changes and to heal some of the growing pains and the battered and bruised parts that just took a beating during this transformation. It's a time to sit and lick your wounds a little bit and also to celebrate how far you have moved in all of those things. Reminding you, though, about your body. The body is included. The body is very important. How are you going to understand your body now differently than you used to before? How are you going to honor your body as sacred now? What does that mean to you to say that my body is sacred? And I'm going to say, because it is Scorpio season, and I'm going to just say it how it's coming. I'm sorry, my bangs are literally, I can't believe what they look like right now. Ugh. What you put into your body is really important, especially because the whole point of everything you've been doing is to make yourself more sensitive. So you're going to need to be, especially right now, especially for the rest of this year, seriously careful about who you have sex with. And I know that's a very Scorpio thing to say, but it's an understanding of what it means to connect in a sexual way with people and how you have kind of ruined for yourself the ability to um, just like, I don't know, what do I want to say? Like, just go out and like have sex with somebody and move along. Like you ruined it for yourself. And I'm so sorry. Hopefully you had a good run before this, right? But now it means too much, right? It's too important. You respect yourself too much to just allow any old person to just like jump in there, right? Like you're not there for that, You're not you're not an object anymore. So, understanding the intense power and magic that you hold within your own energy and being very careful about who you let in there, right? Very careful. And really has nothing to do with um, anything besides that, right? It's the energy. You cannot avoid connecting energy with somebody who literally puts a piece of their body inside of you. Okay? I know we're all, witches and wizards and alchemists, but it's not possible to do that. Okay? So if you're inviting somebody in, you better make sure that you actually want them in your house, right? Maybe ask them to take their shoes off, right? Respect the furniture. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't it anymore, friends. Okay? So it just is what it is. So sorry. Like I said, hopefully you got it in before this when you didn't have to think so much about all the things. But now we are feeling all the things, thinking about the things, understanding the way energy works, and it just is what it is. So yes, wash your damn aura. Exactly. And don't ask me to wash it for you because I am no longer responsible for other people's energies, you know? You say that too. No longer responsible for other people's energetic hygiene. Okay. So there you go. That is your river. Don't worry and forget. It's up right in front of me. Now we're going to do a Kali card because it's Scorpio season and Kali feels like the right vibe for that. What's going on with this book? Okay. Oh. Don't be mad at me. I'm just pulling cards. I don't know what all of you people are up to right now. Oh. I was doing really great with drinking water. And I have not been great for the past month. So I think I'm going to try to drink water more because it really did make me feel better. Wait, why am I shuffling like this? What the hell's going on? Hold on. This deck is being really weird. Okay. Okay. So I don't know how this happened. It's like someone came in here and zigzag shuffled. Okay. We're back. Yeah. Susan says Kali used to be intimidating, and now I'm feeling Kali energy regularly. Kali is great because she's only scary if you are a dumb man, right? Just saying. She's mad on behalf of all of us, And that, I think, was very kind of her to take on that mantle. So. All right. Okay, so what's funny about this one? It's number 28, which is going to be the day of the lunar eclipse and the end of eclipse season and the full moon. So that's kind of interesting. It's Guhya Kali. I'll pass it around to every screen so you can see her. She's looking pretty sexy today. Looking pretty good. All right, we've got a few skulls. And she carries those around like they're not fresh kills. She's just got those on there so you know that she's killed a few people and she could do it again. Just a little reminder, Okay, let's see. Yeah, it does feel very Scorpio. Okay, Guhya Kali, our divine mother who knows all with every answer and every mystery within her power to disclose, provides knowledge at the right time and in the best way. An answer to your question shall be provided. Do not immediately dismiss intuitions that are unexpected or lead you into unknown territory. Rest and reflect upon your insights, allowing your wisdom, rather than a reaction, to distill their usefulness and value. An entirely new perspective about a matter of importance is awakening. Ooh, a secret shall be revealed, and all you need to know will be given to you. This could not be more Scorpio. Like, I'm literally sitting here like, ooh, secrets revealed. That is the only time that I will have patience, you know? All right, Guhya Kali. We have a lot more, so just stay with me. Guhya Kali means secret Kali. Oh my God. I'm so into this. Okay. She's my favorite Kali. Okay, she is the dark tantric counterpart of the bright goddess Lalita Tripura Sundari. She has the same triune nature, but does not dwell in the light and is not accessible to anyone who simply calls upon her as a loving mother. She is so powerful and so potentially disturbing in her fierce liberation that she is shrouded in mystery, unknowable to any except those who are able to tolerate her revelation. The Tantras teach that to connect with her requires initiation and the guidance of a teacher. That's right. You want to get in here? You need a fucking handler. Okay, what does this mean? There are some insights we must be readied for. Even though they are ultimately helpful, we are unable to accept some truths without the experiences that prepare us to understand and even embrace what we would have tried to avoid at any cost. It can take time to become ready to deal with the pain that arises and to recognize uncomfortable truths, even though it is the good kind of pain that frees you and will eventually end rather than keeping you trapped in a loop of repetitive suffering. Guya Kali dwells in the shadows, in the cremation grounds, in the places less accessible emotionally and psychologically. These are the interior realms where only the most committed adepts dare to venture. We do not choose her. When we are ready, she chooses us. When we enter into an experience that shakes the foundations of our current understanding, there is often a period of disbelief, shock, and confusion that precedes newfound clarity. You may feel that your entire world has been turned upon its head when a revelation takes us beyond the breaking point of what once provided emotional or psychological safety. We are catching a glimpse of her handiwork. This is why we need holding by someone, not in the old way, but by an enlightened witness who shows up as a therapist, healer, or spiritual teacher, a mentor, or even a friend evolved enough to know how to love and power and be in wisdom rather than try to rescue you. If you are enough of a spiritual badass to have attracted Guya Kali, then no matter how difficult things may temporarily be, you can be sure you don't need rescuing. You just need support and presence as you take the steps now necessary. There are teachings in the Guya Kali Tantras that depict her seated upon her lion seat or simhasana, which is a posture in the physical practice of yoga that releases negative energy. Her appearance is not merely for stirring things up. There are systems that are comfortable at one level, but at another are holding a lot of negative energy, which needs to be discharged. Her appearance lets us know that whatever is being challenged by our new perspectives has been a source of negative energy in our lives, even if we believed it was a support. We don't have to dismiss or disregard what has been, nor be ungrateful for all we learned from it. However, it is time to realize the true nature of certain circumstances, to take off rose colored glasses and see things for what they are. Her scimitar shows her ability to be free from conditioning so that deeper mysteries can be understood. Her mace shows her power, strength, and authority, including her capacity to deliver powerful blows that will destabilize false structures and help us discover truth when we are ready and capable of bearing witness to it. Her two hands in blessing reassure us that we shall be able to recognize, process, and prosper from the truth, and we do not need to fear the revelations unfolding in our lives. This is Kali, after all. If she rocks your world, it is to till the soil of the soul so that abundant new life can flourish. Can you even right now? Holy shit. Yep. There's nothing left to say. Welcome to Scorpio season. I will absolutely take pictures of this and put it in my stories on Instagram. And do I have stories on TikTok? I think I do. Can I do that on? Can I just take pictures on TikTok? Well, if I can, I'll put it on the TikTok too. Um, wow. Wow. All right, friends, it's time to go forth. I love you. Thank you for being here today. Again, if you are interested in joining the Normalized Magic Workshop, send me a message or an email and I'll put you on the wait list. I will see you again on Friday at 10. Goodbye. Goodbye, YouTube. And goodbye, TikTok.